Did you know that what's about to happen due to this cosmic phenomenon has been mentioned in the map we're analyzing? Honestly, I can't fully comprehend it yet, but let me explain the whole story from the beginning. So here's the deal. There's a very rare astronomical phenomenon that hasn't occurred in over 5,000 years. This event will allow us to see 7 planets perfectly aligned in the sky. Now, planetary alignments aren't entirely new, they've happened before. Sometimes 3 planets line up, maybe 4 or 5. But what's extraordinary this time is that all 7 planets will align in a single straight line, something unseen for millennia. Some scientists argue this isn't a perfect alignment but rather an optical illusion. Still, as always, I only find myself convinced by what ancient civilizations have documented, and that's where things get fascinating. Ancient civilizations were incredibly advanced in astronomy. Their calendars were based on celestial movements using the sun, moon, and planets to mark years, months, and days. What's striking is that nearly every ancient civilization not only mentioned planetary alignments, but also associated them with profound changes on Earth. They believed these alignments marked the transition from one era or age to an entirely new one. As has been long understood, anything that happens in the cosmos reflects on Earth, and any change on Earth reflects in human life, thanks to the universal law of correspondence. That's why ancient cultures paid so much attention to astronomy, not to be confused with astrology, of course. There's a big difference. Take the Babylonians, for example. They referred to the planets as disks of destiny, because they believed any cosmic change mirrored shifts on Earth. And when we talk about astronomical advancements, we can't ignore the Mayan civilization. The Maya were among the most sophisticated in astronomy. According to their calculations and beliefs, every 5,125 years, a new age begins. The old world doesn't end physically, but transforms entirely, entering a new era. Many misunderstood this idea, especially when the Maya calendar's cycle ended in 2012. It sparked global theories about the end of the world, leading to apocalyptic movies and hysteria. But the truth is, the Mayans didn't mean the physical destruction of Earth. Their concept of an end was more spiritual and symbolic, the conclusion of an era of darkness and the beginning of an age of light, hope, and renewal. It's less about the material world collapsing and more about an inner transformation, a shift in the spiritual essence of humanity. So did the Maya civilization say that the Earth would end in 2012? No, they didn't. The Maya actually spoke of a transformation that would occur every 5,125 years. However, when scientists tried to calculate the years, they used the Gregorian calendar, which, as we know, has its own flaws. Even before that, the Julian calendar had inaccuracies, not to mention that ancient civilizations calculated time based on celestial movements. So it's only logical to say that if I want to calculate time correctly, I should do it astronomically, not according to an arbitrary system like the Gregorian calendar, because that would lead to errors. The Maya, like everyone else, believed that the end of the world would happen in 2012, but they also miscalculated the entrance into the age of Aquarius. And for those who don't understand what the age of Aquarius is, let me explain. Earth, as we know it, moves through different ages based on celestial events. These ages aren't like the zodiac signs that last just a month. Each one lasts around 2,160 years. And when one ends, another begins, like a never-ending cycle. Here's what's fascinating. I discovered that in 2024, the official transition into the age of Aquarius will begin. This is an astrological event determined by celestial movements, just like the Maya said it would. When Earth enters the age of Aquarius, the frequency of the planet changes, and this is a good thing. It's a high-frequency shift. And by the way, this is really bad news for dark energies because they thrive on low frequencies. Now, why am I telling you all this about the age of Aquarius? Because everything that's been happening and what I've been telling you is aligned with these ancient predictions. The Maya spoke of a transformation every 5,125 years, and they also described the alignment of the planets. The rare alignment we're experiencing now, for the first time in human history, is exactly what the Maya predicted. Isn't it strange how this time period aligns so closely? Let's leave that aside for a moment and talk about the coincidences. Scientists said the world would end in 2012, and they also claimed that Earth would enter the age of Aquarius in 2012. So what was supposed to happen in 2012? 2012, according to the calculations, is actually happening now, just as the Maya predicted with the Earth's transition and the entrance into the age of Aquarius. We all knew the dates were wrong, but this is the first time we're truly experiencing it. Do you get what I mean? So here's where things get really mind-blowing. There's this map I've been analyzing and it's saying some wild stuff. It talks about the Maya prophecy and how it aligns with the Trump era. According to the map, the prophecy predicting the end of the Earth in 2012 will actually manifest during Trump's time. But here's the catch. In 2012, Trump wasn't president yet, but now he is, which means that the prophecy might unfold during his presidency. This is crazy because the map suggests that the Earth will transition into the age of Aquarius during his time. Now, let's dive deeper into the age of Aquarius, which we've already touched on. But the symbol for the age of Aquarius on the map is fascinating. When I researched it, I found out that this symbol represents a specific frequency and vibration, one that's very well known in Tibetan culture. This vibration is called the frequency of inner peace, and it represents harmony between the universe, consciousness, and humanity. In Tibet, they use horns to produce this sound, but according to the map, this frequency will occur naturally, not through human intervention. The green color on the map signifies everything that is beyond human control, like natural forces or supernatural powers. Now, I know what you're probably thinking because I had the exact same thought myself. This vibration, the one of inner peace and universal harmony, will cause the Earth to vibrate at a higher frequency than the 3D frequency we're used to. It will be like Earth is transitioning from the Matrix to a new dimension, a new era. That's why many people, including myself, are feeling optimistic about the new year. We're sensing that something positive is coming. This feeling wasn't present in every year, so it makes you wonder why this one feels different. So what does this all mean? According to what we've learned, the end of the Earth doesn't mean a physical end, but rather a spiritual transformation. As Earth and consciousness evolve, it will lead to many changes. Information and knowledge that were once hidden are now starting to surface, and people are not just understanding them, but also spreading them and making changes. This shift is all happening because of the evolution of human consciousness. But will this transformation happen to everyone? Not exactly. It will depend on each person's ability to adapt. People who are seeking knowledge and expanding their consciousness will see their awareness grow and evolve, while others who cling to materialism will remain under the influence of lower vibrations. The map, as I mentioned earlier, refers to these lower vibrations as alpha G, the opposing force to the higher frequencies we're moving into. This is all part of the big picture according to what's been predicted on the map. So I realized I forgot to mention something important. Ancient civilizations, just like they were advanced in astronomy, were also highly developed in understanding the Earth. All the civilizations and their sciences agreed that the Earth was flat. Now I know you're probably thinking, were they backwards or less advanced than us? Well, maybe. But let's take a moment and think. If Earth was a planet with other planets orbiting it, how could we see all the planets lined up in a row? If we were in the middle, there would be planets in front of us and others behind or to the sides. So how could they all be aligned in a straight line? But let's look at it from the perspective of the ancient civilizations who believed the Earth was the center of the universe. The sun, moon, and planets all revolved around Earth. Imagine we're in the middle, on Earth, with the sky above us. If the planets aligned or moved, we'd easily see it from any direction. Now, I'm not saying this is the absolute truth, but let's just consider it for a moment. You see, all ancient civilizations agreed that Earth was flat, and even old maps showed Earth as flat. So where did the idea of Earth being a planet come from? After doing some research, I discovered that the only civilization that didn't agree with this was the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, which is now known as the Vatican. This empire was the one that completely eradicated the flat Earth theory and began promoting the idea of a spherical Earth. And from there, the idea of Earth being a planet took root. So I've explained the situation from the point of view of ancient civilizations, astronomy, and the map we've been analyzing. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think, and until next time, take care and goodbye.